Hi friends, today I am going to present the topic ECCE program evaluation methodology. So in the last session we talked about ECCE program evaluation, and there is a specific methodology and there are specific tools for evaluating ECC program like any other programs. So let us see the details of methodology for ECCE program evaluation. And this program evaluation is developed by OECD. You might have heard about Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development. It's an international agency, and the organization conduct program for international student assessment, abbreviated as PISA, PISA. So this OECD developed an outline of categories and a list of benchmarks to evaluate the quality of ECC program. So there are 5 categories in the OECD report for evaluating ECC program, and the 5 categories, and under these 5 categories there are 19 benchmarks are distributed. So the first category, governance, having 4 benchmarks. Second category, funding, having 3. Then the third one, access, again 3. Then the fourth one, learning environment, 6. And the fifth category, accountability, having 3. And altogether there are 19 benchmarks or 19 quality indicators to assess or to evaluate an ECC program under these 5 categories. Now let us see each one of these categories and the benchmarks in detail. So the benchmarking actually is an expression of basic requirements to establish and maintain acceptable quality and access. So that's the meaning of benchmarking. It's an expression or it's a description to own, to establish and maintain something with an acceptable quality and access. So there shall be a standard, a required quality, as well as it should be accessible to an acceptable level. So the standard of the product, the quality of the product, as well as the product is accessible or not. That's the concept of benchmarking, not a term belong to education, but it comes from the background of commerce. So that's the quality determinant of anything, any product, including education. So that concept has been taken to evaluate this ECC program also. So the first category, governance. So how that system is controlled. So that is governance. Actually, it is meant by that we are very familiar with the term government. So it means some service and some control, some rules, etc. So there are 4 benchmarks under the category governance. First one is how it is comes under, whether this is comes under a single ministry. So the ECC program, whether this is comes under single ministry. In Indian context, it is not like that. There are different ministries for women and children, then Ministry of Education, Ministry of Finance, and so these are some different ministries control a single program. So the first quality indicator or the first benchmark is whether this ECC is under a single ministry. Then is there a common supervisory unit? So that's another question. Is there a common supervisory unit for this ECE program, early child programs? And naturally, here we have ICDS. There is a centrally sponsored scheme. There will be state agencies. So there are multiple level of supervision, it seems here. So it's another benchmark or another quality indicator whether it is supervised by a single body. Then common policy framework, whether this all the uh, education program for preschoolers is on the basis of a common policy. So you know that we have a national policy for ECC in 2016, and it is supposed that all the institutions, organizations conducting such programs should follow that policy. So, is there a common policy? That's another quality indicator. And the fourth indicator, common local authority for management and administration. Is there is what about the local governance of the early child programs? Is there a common local authority to control all the uh, preschool organizations or institutions in a particular province, particular area? So these are the four benchmarks under the first category, governance. Now the second one is funding. So regarding funding, the term is very clear. So quality, access, and equity of funding. These are the three aspects, basic aspects described regarding funding in the document. So this quality, then access and equity, and these three are considered as tripod of education, and the funding should be to strengthen these tripods: the quality of education, the access to education, and to equitable distribution. So there are three indicators, three benchmarks under this category funding. The first one, 2/3 of childcare funding for program operations. So that's a criteria to for spending money. Naturally, there will be such rules or such criteria for spending money under every scheme for under for example under SSA or RMS, etc. There are specific provision. The money, the not more than 30% or 33% of money should not be spent for construction work. So that's a criteria. So there should be specific provision for spending of money. So 2/3 of that fund shall be spent for operationalizing the program, to make the program happen, or not for construction and such other civil works. So that's one condition, one criteria. Then mandated salary and fee structure. So the salary and fee structure is another aspect. What about the fee structure, and what about the salary of staff in the ECCE education, educators, staff, etc. Then at least 3% of budget for ECC program. That's another important indicator, another important benchmark, the budgetary provision for ECC program. That's how much is that is another aspect while evaluating the ECC program under the category funding. So let's see the next category, access. So under access also there are three benchmarks suggested. The first one under access is access, how far this program, the institution is accessible to students. Is there any restrictions of any kind? Restrictions by means of distance, or restriction by means of gender, or restriction by means of any gender, or any color or race, or religion or caste, etc. So is there an unrestricted access? That is the main point to be considered. And the first benchmark under access is whether a full day program is available or it's a part-time program. So that's the first quality indicator, and it is suggested that a full day program is beneficial in the long run for the psychosocial development of children. So that's the first benchmark, the availability or the accessibility of a full day program. Then the second one under access is 50% of children should daily attend the center. That's another aspect, because it is not mandatory that all children should attend the center all the days, and at least 50% attendance is regular. So what about the regular attendance status of the ECC center? That's the second benchmark. And the third one, funding inclusive for special needs children. So whether the program is accessible to children with special needs, that's another question. So it should be an inclusive in nature. So that also is subject to evaluation here. Under this for 5 categories regarding access, it examines whether the ECE program incorporate children with special needs also. So that's about the third category, access. And the next category, learning environment. What about the learning environment in the ECE program followed by an institution or a nation? So there are 6 benchmarks under this learning environment. So this learning environment here refers to the framework of education, qualification of staff, their salary, then regarding their professional development as well. So there are 6 benchmarks under learning environment. First one is the curriculum framework. Is there a common curriculum framework for the early child education? So naturally here also there is a curriculum framework for preschool education. So that's an indicator, that's a benchmark. And the next one, alignment of framework with kindergarten. So whether these two are kept separated, the framework goes on its own way, and kindergarten in its own way. Is it in that fashion, or both these are this curriculum framework is well integrated with the learning process in the preschool or in the kindergarten or whatever it is? So that's the second benchmark, whether the curriculum framework is well integrated or well conceived in the ECC center. Then qualified staff, that is another indicator. What about the qualifications of the staff? Do they have minimum qualification? So there are different levels of staff in ECE center. So naturally, there shall be a set of basic minimum qualification for the staff. So whether all staff satisfy that basic qualifications, that's another aspect, another benchmark, and the qualified educators. So the educators in the ECC center, they should have certain specific qualification, with especially with respect to dealing with young children. So in at that level, whether they are qualified or properly trained, and so that trained educators or untrained educators, that's another aspect. Then here we have that nursery teacher or preschool teacher training courses, so that agencies conducting such courses also, offering such courses also, can be taken into consideration under this benchmark regarding the qualification of educators. Then at least two-thirds, they have got a salary of at least two-thirds of a teacher. So the preschool staff should get a salary of at least two-thirds salary that a teacher receives. That's another uh, benchmark. This comparison of salary of teachers in school and the preschool center. So the staff in the preschool center should receive at least two-thirds salary when compared to teachers. That's another indicator. And the sixth one under learning environment is a professional certification or professional development of the staff in the ECC center. So whether they possess or whether there is a provision for a professional training programs as both pre-service as well as in-service. So only pre-service training is not enough there, because there are rapid changes in many fields influencing this early child education. So is there a provision for that pre-service certification, for a professional certificate course, as well as what are the provision for in-service education of this preschool staff? So these are the six benchmarks under the fourth category, learning environment, for assessing the ECE program. And the fifth category, the last category, it is accountability. How far this is accountable, whether what is the nature of we are collecting and organizing various details about the center, uh, that comes under this accountability. So the first benchmark is annual progress report, whether there is an annual progress report of both the students as well as the institution is properly maintained. So we are familiar with the progress report of students, but naturally there will be a progress report for the institution as well. So what about the progress report of institution? What all activities are undertaken in an year? So it should be recorded on a daily basis. So that kind of activity ensure accountability of a program as well as accountability of an institution. So that's the first benchmark under accountability regarding the annual progress report. Then standards of ECC program. So what about the standard of the program? We are there are various organization, various agencies offering such programs, and what about the standards of the program? So there shall be a specific standards for the program, specific or a basic quality level for such program, whether this particular program to which we are going to evaluate satisfy those standard, or it is below or above that standard, that we have to assess using this benchmark. And the last one, population measures of preschool children collected and reported. So, what about the children in the age group of 2 plus or 3 plus, or at the population of children should be enrolled in an ECC center in a particular area, whether all of them attend the center regularly, or all of them are enrolled in the center, and at least half of 50% of them regularly attending the center, etc. That's about the also influencing the accountability of the program, whether the program is attractive and beneficial. Maximum children, almost all children in the area will be enrolled in the center, and there shall be a high level of attendance as well. So these are the 5 categories proposed by OECD and 19 benchmarks to assess an ECCE program. And these 5 categories and 19 benchmarks are included in the methodology of evaluation of ECCE program. So that's the end of this presentation. Thanks for watching.